Before I turn it over to my team members here, I wanted to just go through what we call the 8 steps for safe sleep. These are points that, if all parents practice them, you can know that you're doing everything you can to reduce the risk of SIDS and accidental suffocation. First and foremost, it's very important that you put your baby to sleep on his or her back. Since the National Institute of Health launched their campaign many years ago called the Back to Sleep campaign, SIDS rates have been cut in half. So this is a known technique for reducing the risk of SIDS for your baby. It's also important to use a crib that meets current safety standards, that has a firm mattress and only a tight-fitting sheet. It's important to remove all soft bedding, the fluffy bumpers, and the toys from your baby's sleep area. These are beautiful things, and every parent loves to have a beautifully appointed nursery, but we try to tell parents it's important to decorate the room and not the crib, and that, with safety first, the most beautiful crib is really a bare crib with nothing but a tight-fitting sheet in it and the baby. It's important also to consider offering a pacifier when you put your baby down to sleep. It's not really known exactly why, but pacifier use has been linked to reducing the risk of SIDS. Breastfeed if you can as well, but when you're finished, it's also important to put your baby back to sleep on his back in a separate safe sleep area that's alongside your bed. It's also been shown that keeping your baby in your room with you has been linked to reducing the risk of SIDS. So in a separate sleep area, but in your room close by, is the safest place for a baby. It's important to never put your baby to sleep on any soft surfaces, such as adult beds, sofas, chairs, water beds, etc. So again, a firm mattress in a safe crib is the safest place for them. And then you need to avoid overdressing. We're all concerned as parents that our babies might be too cold, but overheating has also been associated with increasing the risk for SIDS. So don't dress your baby too warmly, and keep the room temperature, they say, between 68 and 72 degrees. A good way to check to see if your baby's sleeping at a comfortable temperature is not necessarily to feel their hands, which can feel cool, but if you put your hand on the back of their neck, if it's warm and without being sweaty, then chances are they're sleeping at a safe temperature. Finally, don't allow anyone to smoke around your baby. Smoking has been linked to increased risk for SIDS. So it's important for your health as well as the baby's health that you minimize their exposure to secondhand smoke as much as possible. And then finally, it's not on the screen, but it's really important that, that anyone who takes care of your baby, whether it's a daycare provider, grandparents, babysitter, that they also know what these safe sleep practices are. A disproportionate number of SIDS cases do occur when a baby's sleeping away from home, so it's important not only that you're educated about safe sleep, but the people who are caring for your baby are as well.
Erica, we had a question that had queued in from one of our attendees.
Okay.
And the question kind of goes like this. This mother has a 7-month-old daughter, and she tends to start to pull herself up on the crib. And as she's standing up in the sleep sack, her feet kind of get tangled a little bit, and she tends to trip.
Yep.
So is there a product that you recommend for children once they start to stand up and move around a bit?
Absolutely. In fact, we have Halo Sleep Sack products that are designed for babies from newborn up to age 5. And several years ago, parents contacted us with this very question, and we developed what we call our early walker, which is actually the same thing as a Halo Sleep Sack, but it has footholes that are cut in the bottom so that toddlers can stick their feet out, walk around them in them very safely, and then when it's time for them to go to sleep, they can pull their feet back up inside and they're toasty warm and stay covered all night long. So we have the early walker size that starts 12 to 24 months, and then we also make it for what we call our big kids that goes all the way up to size 5T.
In this particular question, the baby was about 7 months old. So are there concerns if this mother wanted to get into the 12 to 24 month product from a size or a length standpoint? Is that a factor in making sure the product is used appropriately?
I believe that she would probably be fine with that size product. That product is comparable in size to our size large sleep sack. It just has the foot openings in the bottom.
That sounds great. That was a very interesting question and one that I didn't experience with my two sons. So Erica, thank you very much for that presentation. We appreciate it.
Thank you.